Yo, what's up guys, I'm the Fire King, and today I have our PWC Season 6 Week Number 6 matchup. We're going up against a very good buddy of mine, Destin. He is coach of the M.Bewears. And the last time we faced, I think, was a championship round in Season 4. In that season, we faced each other 3 times. I beat him the first 2 times, and then he beat me in the championship. I beat him the first 2 times in regular season, and then we met in the championship, and he beat me, which sucks, but you know, GG to him. He won that game fair and square, and he was a champion. But we're also champions because we won the TE Season 1. So this is another champion versus champion match, and we come up to this battle. I was saying we come up to this matchup with a 2-3 record and a +2 differential. Sorry. And Destin over here comes with a 3-2 record and a +7. So if we beat him by like a 3-0 or more, I believe, we'll advance to 2nd place in our division, and he'll go to 3rd place in our division. But I gotta win, and I gotta win by like 3-0 or higher. Which is gonna be rough because I'm struggling this season. Man, sorry. And like I said, you know, right now we're in 3rd place in our division, which is not bad, but it's not great. But like I said, it's not bad because the top 3 teams from the 2 divisions make playoffs. So right now we're still in playoff range. And like I said, if I make playoffs, which, you know, it could go either way. And if Destin makes playoffs, because we're in the same division, if he gets 2nd place, if he advances to the playoffs from 2nd place, and I advance to the playoffs in 3rd place from our division, we're going to have to end up playing again in semifinals. Because, in semifinals, like I said. And, so I'm not going to reveal a lot about my team, just for the fact that, like I said, if we do both make playoffs, we might have to face each other. And, I want to keep a little, you know, little moves hidden here and there. But I did bring M.Victinis, Thunderous, Megaladios, Vaporeon, Registeel, and this little guy, Feral Seed. Well, he brought his Gengar, what is this? Tapu Fini, Haxorus, Delphox, Mega Gyarados, and Donphan. And let's just get this started. He starts off with the Donphan. I start off with my Thunderous, the phenomenal AJ Styles. I go for Hidden Power Ice. It does a clean amount. It does 71% to him. Yeah, he goes for a knockoff. Knockoff's my extra belt. I'm just gonna go for another Hidden Power Ice and knock this thing out. And you know, after turn 2, we're up 6-5. He goes into his Gengar. I'm gonna switch here, and I'm gonna go into my Registeel. I'm immune to the Sludge Wave. Here I'm just gonna put up my rocks, if I'm not mistaken, because he didn't bring hazard removal this game. So my rocks are here to stay, and just, you know, get chip damage here and there on his team. Right here he goes for Nature Madness. It hits, does 50% to me. I go for Seismic Toss. This thing's eating up my Seismic Tosses, getting leftover recoveries. And here I just switch on to my Spiky. He goes for Nature Madness, misses. He gets the leftover recoveries. He goes for a taunt here. Good play on his part, but I went for Seed Bomb. And here, like I said, he's just a big wall, and he's with the Nature Madness, he's got my Registeel and my Feral Seed to 50% health, which sucks, because I need those 2 guys to take some hits. Here he goes on to his Delphox, as I go for a Seed Bomb. He eats up the hit, obviously. Here I'm not going to stay in. I go into my Vaporeon. He goes for the Solar Beam. Due to the Power Herb, he could hit me right away. His Magician kicks in, he steals my leftovers. Here I'm just going to shoot off a Skull. Hope for a Skull Burn, but then he goes into Tapu Fini, and obviously with this Mystery Terrain, I can't get a burn. And here he goes into his Gyarados, knowing that he can't get burned. I get a crit there. It only did 19% to him. I threw up a Wish, and then I got my health back. Here he goes into his Mega Gyarados, goes for a taunt on my Scold. I don't know, he probably predicted me to go for another Wish, or I'm not sure what. Here he goes for a DD. I go for a Scold. this thing's eating up my skulls. He goes for another DD, and I go for another scold. I get a crit, and this thing's almost dead, but he's at +2. And the taunt's over. Here he goes for a crunch. I eat up the crunch, and I'm just gonna roar him out. And to the Delphux. Here he switches out. He pulls another double. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he pulled another double. Like I'm so out of it right now. This match happened a while ago, even though I'm watching it right now, but that's beside the point. Here goes for a Moonblast. I go for a Scold. Just chipping away at this big old wall. He gets leftover recoveries. He goes for a taunt here on my wish, so I can't get back up to full. Here he switches out into the Gyarados. Did I switch out too? I think I switched out also. I should have just went for a Skull there. I went into my Registeel, and here I'm gonna stay in because I don't want him to go for a DD. So he goes for a crunch, as I'm just gonna knock him off with the Seismic Toss. And we're up 6-4 now. Let me pause this really quick. We're up 6-4. But our health on our walls is pretty low. I think Vaporeon's like under 50. What is he? 53%. Registeel's at I can't see right now, but he was like at 30. Feral Seed's at 50%. So our walls are heavily damaged. And I could Wish Pass, or I could try to Wish Pass. And my 3 offensive Mons, at least Victini and Latios haven't hit the field. Thundurus is like at 56% health. So we're winning, but our Mons are more weak, or have taken more damage than his Mons. Here he goes on to the Gengar. I go for a Seismic Toss. It's immune, obviously, because he's a ghost. And here he pulls a double into his Haxorus. As I went for an EQ. Obviously, he ate up the hit. I know here he's going to go for a DD. And I'm going to go into a Feral Seed. And he goes for the DD there. And I'm just going to go for he goes for another DD. And I go for a Gyro Ball. It did only 37% to him. And he's going to knock me out easily with an Earthquake. And at this point, I thought the game was over. He's at +2. Thundurus doesn't have that Prankster T-Wave. Here he goes for an EQ, knocks out my Vaporeon. And just like that, the game is 4-4. I go on to a Thundurus. Yeah, I just went on to Thundurus. Just trying to see if he could think that I have the Prankster T-Wave. But he knows I don't have it, or else I would have gone to it right away. He goes for the Z move, Devastating Drake. Knocks out Thundurus. And here I go into Mega Latios, hoping he doesn't have another Dragon move. Here he goes for the Outrage. And knocks me out. I go on to Registeel. And I live on 1. I go for a Seismic Toss. And knocking out the Haxorus. But he took out, what, 4 of my Mons already, almost 5 with the Registeel. He goes on to Delphox. He's just going to kill me with the Shadow Ball. And Victini is alone against the world. And I go on to Victini. I'm Expert Belt Victini. I'm not scarfed or nothing. He goes for a Shadow Ball. I go for a Blue Flare. Victini knocking out the Delphox. Like here he's going to go into Gengar and just knock me out with another Shadow Ball. And there you go. There goes a Shadow Ball. That's GG to Destin. He picks up a 2-0. This was an important matchup because we were in the same division, like I had said in the beginning of the video. He beats me 2-0. And man, we're now 2-4 with a 0 differential 0. 2-4 record at 0. And surprisingly enough, we're still in 3rd place after week 6 finish. We're still in 3rd place in our division, which we're still making playoffs. If the regular season was over right now, which is not, obviously, we have 5 more regular games. But if the season was over right now, we would make playoffs with this 2-4 record and a 0 differential. But like I said, we got 5 weeks left. We got to start turning things around. 2-4 with a 0 differential. That's our worst start, our worst record in the PWC ever. Like I said, every PWC we have ended up in the top 4. This one we're suffering, and that's why the TEE Season 2 is coming back shortly. And we're the champions in that league. We're going to defend our championship in that league. And alright, with that said, I'll talk to you guys later.